because we hope for more and more to come.
Hello, my name is Jaden Lampard and I'm introducing Get It Now Yogurt. Why I came here is because of the boot camp, because we love charity.
All right, welcoming you live to Uganda Broadcasting Corporation Television. I am Michael Senfoma Luandaga. It is a big Friday, and today we have something very special for you, our dear viewers. And in studio, I'm joined by some few guests, and I will be giving them a chance to say hello to you. But I must say, it is a very big afternoon here, and we are going to be discussing charity in sport. Remember, we always buy Uganda and we build Uganda. For the good of the nation, we always make sure we bring you the best of the best, more so in the world of sport. But like I told you earlier, in studio, I'm joined by three people, two beautiful ladies and one gentleman. I'll be giving them a chance to introduce themselves as we shall be discussing for the next probably 45 minutes before we call it quits. But it is the score, and thank you very much for keeping it locked on UBC TV. I'll start from my far left. I'll go to my far left. Benna, you're most welcome to UBC TV.
Thank you so very much. My name is Benna, Head of Marketing, Smart Grace, Nemiro.
All right.
Yeah.
Then Paul. Nice having you on the score. It has been probably the very first time we're having you here, but we're very grateful to have you here. Please say hello to our dear viewers before we can get kick-starting.
Hello viewers, my name is Ndori Paul, and I'm the CEO of WITYZ Fitness Center.
All right, thank you very much. And then lastly, I have Kathy on my near left, and I also want to give her a chance to say hello before we can break it down.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Mosana Kathy Jackie, and I'm the founder and CEO of Smart Grace Nemilo.
All right. Like they've introduced themselves, you need to understand that we're going to be discussing charity in sport. This time around, we want to understand how charity in sport can allow us to make livelihoods a better life for the Ugandans out there, or for anybody out there who really loves sport, and everybody that would love to be a part of any kind of charity. I'll start with Kathy. I'm told you the CEO of Smart Grace, but somebody out there would love to know and understand what exactly Smart Grace is.
Yes, Smart Grace is an abbreviation of sports, music, art, and agriculture skills. So we started Smart Grace to upskill communities in sports, music, art, and agriculture. Because you realize that when people speak about charity, people think that is just getting people food, clothes, necessities, yet in an actual sense is that you can actually upskill someone in these talents that just need maybe their bare hands, or maybe these indoor games, yeah? So that when they are nurtured in these skills, they're able to have a fighting chance at life and maybe start at something. So that is why as Smart Grace we came up with something where we are upskilling communities in sports, art, music, and agriculture, to give them a chance to showcase their talent and make a living out of it.
That is really lovely. I also want to seal it on the issue of you bringing together lots of things. Talking about agriculture, then talking about sports, then arts and music. I feel it's something too huge for Smart Grace. But why did you decide to have all of them into one basket?
Yes, when I was beginning this organization, I remember it started when I was the human rights president at Cavendish University.
Okay, that is.
And I used to do outreaches in the Chikubamtwe ghetto in Kansanga. So when I was doing outreaches in these communities, these people were more concerned about getting market and actually putting interest in what they are actually doing. Because in most cases, when organizations go to these communities, they go maybe to fight for their rights, maybe change their narrative into maybe doing liquid soap, all those things that we normally go and do in these communities. But I had a communication with some Rastas in those communities, and they made me understand that what they're actually interested in is sports, music, art, and urban agriculture. By urban agriculture, I mean those farming in small spaces, like how you find grains, vegetables, those things you can actually do in a small space and still make money out of it. So that is where I got the motivation to do something in sports, because when you see Smugris, it's actually something that is most ghetto people want. And these forgotten communities, when you find them, these are the things that they're engaging in. Those small sports like chess, indoor games, yeah, double football. Those are things they are doing, but they're not being given a platform to actually be seen. They are not being given the platform to be seen for what they are doing, because there are so many talented people in these communities, but they do not have a chance to get that experience. That is why some of our activities, you realize that Smugris, sometimes we hold exhibitions when it comes to art every September. This year we shall have one. Then also we engage in those sports activities, because we know usually when you love something and you nurture it, eventually you can make something of it.
All right, let's first keep it at that. Let me talk to Paul right about now. Paul, I'm told you're the CEO of WITYZ Fitness Center, but I would love to know, why did you decide to work with Smugris to make sure that you have this kind of charity and not working out with any other probably operation or any other kind of community when it comes to the issue of supporting sport?
When you talk about Smugris or start to work with Smugris, you cannot put away sports and culture.
Okay.
Because that's mainly their objective. That's how they are running their thing. They are running it in that direction of sports. So I found it so easy for me to work with them. And at first, the first edition, we tried to reach out to them, and it failed because of some small issues. But later on, the second edition, we're able to work together, and then we've made it so successful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to have Smugris at the fitness center? Because UBC also has a football team, we have a netball team, but we've never gotten an invitation from you, like we can probably come and have some fitness there.
We've been working together for some time, though not this big or coming out on the television like this today.
Okay.
Or like, for example, the event we had previously. We've been working together for quite some time. So it was quite easy for me to get in touch with her, and then we work together.
All right.
Yeah.
That is great. Then talking to Benna. Benna, you've managed to bring a couple of people on board as one of the head of marketing people. But I want to understand, how do you reach out to these people, and how do you how do you make them buy your idea? Because Ugandans, at some point in time, promise and they never deliver. So how do you convince them to bring them into the bracket of charity in sport?
Well, that is very interesting. First of all, Smugris, we have a number of activities, and these are very interesting activities. For example, the art and painting.
Yeah.
We've come to realize that very many people enjoy the art of painting. Someone comes up, he doesn't even have an idea, comes up with maybe some imagination from his head. We give the paints and the boards, and these people, at the end of the day, they paint. So when they come up with this, we sell to them the idea that as you're doing this painting, there is something small contribution you will do, and this will help those ones who are needy.
Okay.
Those ones who are not catered for. So at the end of the day, as people are enjoying the painting and the culture and the sports, they come to realize, some of them, at times they just come to realize that they're helping someone out there who does not have food, who does not have clothes, and something like that. So we've come up with different activities. Like, for example, as we pattern with a sports center, as we are doing the sports and the rest, we come up with different ideas, and these people end up coming on board.
So there is a friend of mine called Ruatoro Patrick, who would also love to be a part of this, who would love to join Smugris. How easy is it for him to join in?
Well, it's very easy to join Smugris. As long as you have a heart to love, to help, you can join us. And the other thing is, as I've talked about the painting and the different activities we do, I really presume that this person will be interested in any of them. Because as we reach out to these needy, as we reach out to them, we teach them different games. We teach them how to make baskets. There are very many things we do get involved in. So I presume this person will be interested in getting involved in any of them, and at the end of the day, will join Smart Grace.
So does he have to pay some kind of membership fee to join in?
Exactly, because this membership fee, at the end of the day, we come to realize someone will even pay it willingly because he will find a need. He will find a need because we always organize. This is always organized. For example, we have one we will organize in the first week of July. We always buy items, foodstuffs. We always buy clothes and the rest and take to the needy. So if this person subscribes, we'll explain the need of why you will have to pay a small subscription fee. It's not for Smart Grace, but it's specifically to help the needy.
All right, getting back to Kathy. I know everything that is started is not something very easy whenever you decide to implement an idea. But I want to understand, what are some of the challenges you have faced as a CEO of Smart Grace, more so in making sure that you reach out to very many other people? I guess you have some challenges in there.
Yeah, of course. Uganda, the current economy, that is the first challenge. Okay. Yeah, whenever you're an entrepreneur with an idea, it's very few people that will actually sit down and understand the kind of idea you're trying to touch base with. So the first challenge I would say is, of course, the financial challenges are in there. There are so many. Everything in life, everything that we try to execute as a CEO, you need finances. Yeah. But basically, there are very few people who are willing to put in for charity, because Uganda, the thing is, mfunira muwa. Okay. Mfunira muwa. So you will find very few people who are willing to do something for charity. So basically, the first thing is finances, and then also getting the necessary platforms for that communities I'm trying to put out there to be heard is also another challenge. There are very few people who are actually willing to listen to such ideas. But basically, the only thing I can say is that I've tried to be persistent. Because if I was not persistent, then maybe I would never even be appearing on UBC. Okay.
A person like me is really interested in knowing, is Smart Grace just within the central, or it is across the entire nation, or even the region like East Africa? Have you tried to reach out to people down in the north of Uganda, then talk about the south and probably the east? Have you done so?
Yes, of course. Smart Grace is something that is an organization registered to be catered around Uganda. Okay. But one thing is that the exhibitions that we hold them not just in Uganda, because last year we took part in the Africa Youth Connect Summit that was organized by UNDP and the African Union, where we are able to showcase some of the arts and crafts that are made by these communities here back in Uganda, the forgotten communities. So we are not just centered in the central. Of course, we are trying with the small hands that we have. We are trying, but of course with time, I believe we shall be able to spread far wide as we need, because as a support program, we have come up with something we call Sanaduka. Sanaduka is a platform we have put up to sell African art. Okay. It's like a service of Africa to the world.
So Sanaduka is all about art, not agriculture in any way, and not sport in any way.
Yeah, but it can be, like when someone comes up with a product made in Uganda or made in Africa, it can maybe be the processed agriculture like porridge, maybe shea butter, but mostly we are targeting artisans, people in the creative economy. They sell those products through that platform.
Okay. Yeah. That is really nice. Paul, before we probably think of doing anything else, you being a CEO of a fitness center, I think you have something very huge you're adding up to Smart Grace. Yes. Having the second edition being held at the WITYZ Fitness Center, would love to understand how ready are you to host these people for the next probably 10 or 20 editions as they will be planning? How ready are you to expand the space? Because come the third edition, we might come in very big numbers, and you might find yourself hosting over 10,000 people. How ready are you for that?
We had a conversation with Team Smart Grace because organizations like SMAGRIS really make the difference, bringing out our theme, which is we walk throughout this journey with the theme of let's make a difference. SMAGRIS, they are so flexible. Imagine, this is deep, but then I have to say it out. I gave them a call early in the morning and I told them, you know what, guys? We have an interview today. And they're like, okay, no problem, we are ready. So this is how flexible they are. And we are ready to move this journey. And we are not just here to do this just for this first or second edition. We are here to do this forever. So we are so much ready. And the bit about this is that we have decided that next year, to show our potential and readiness, we are making this charity boot camp free of charge. People will just have to buy kits that will be at an affordable price, and a percentage of that price from the kit will have to go for charity. So we are more than ready, and we are not just here to come for once and then disappear.
Taking a look at the turf I've seen right there on the screen. I've seen the turf, and I for one got a concern of the numbers. So 10,000 people will be coming up for the 3rd edition, inshallah. How ready are you to host those people?
We are ready. As I told you earlier on, we're flexible, and there are so many venues within that that can adjust depending on the number of people.
That is lovely. So, you can walk around with the other fitness centers?
Yeah, we can walk around with football stadiums, as long as it's in the reach and easy to access, because also accessibility matters. Because when you put something very far, people will tell you, wala nnyo, nyinza obutajja. So, but they are lucky enough in Boyogere, we have so many sports center, which can accommodate even 200 to 1,000 people. Okay. Yeah.
That is really nice. So heading into the marketing bracket now, we are going to be discussing marketing with Bena here. I would love to see such an event with probably a beverage company, be it a soft drink company, right there to help you out with the hydration, or talking about the issue of Red Cross also joining in for the safety of the participants.
True.
Have you tried to reach out to some of these companies to make sure that probably as you head into the 3rd edition, you have at least some boost from such companies? I'm just giving examples of the likes of Red Cross because I think they are worth being in for a charity through sport.
Well, that is very interesting. We've got a number of contacts from them. Before we engaged the sports center, we had what we are calling the brushes and bits. This was one of the programs where we would call very many artisans, and we used to organize that, in a way that very many artisans come in one place. They display what they have on table, like the way she has explained. And then by then we had to call a number of them on board. I will not mention names, but we are liaising with them because on that brushes and boots campaign, or that edition, we were in position even to be given free beverages, sodas for just the event. So we are liaising with very many of them, and we believe that we will partner with very many, so that we can see that this goal and the vision of SMAGRIS reaches to the people of Uganda.
Okay, very many marketeers around the country have worked upon issues of memorandum of understandings, and here we are. This is government. If at all you have UBC, you have government. How have you tried to reach out to government to help you make this a success? Well,
that is very interesting, but since my CEO is here, I would love her to give us that deep insight about
because we really need that. We have very many people in here. We have Nasa Mukasa, we have Julius Kauzi, Eddie Mwesi, very many other employees of UBC that would also love to get the fitness, and they would also love to join the charity. So it is all about you guys coming on board, and we have this kind of MOU. So we can be a part of SMAGRIS and probably get the fitness lessons anytime, if at all we have that very good memorandum of understanding.
So basically, what I can say is we've been trying to push. The subscription fee is an annual fee. It is 250,000. From that 250,000, you get a membership card of SMAGRIS. and then you can take part in the painting activities that take part.
So what about me, who is a very good farmer but cannot afford 250,000?
Yeah, 250 can be paid in installments. It's not a one-off.
That is good.
Then you can get skilling, best skilling in art, where those painting sessions we are having every Saturday. You can have them
Where exactly?
free of charge.
Where
We are
exactly
having,
every
right
Saturday?
now, we used to be at Rosa Dimes, but right now we are going to be at the White Palati opposite Nice House of Plastics in Bugolovi.
Oh, okay.
Nice, I think you know Nice House of Plastics. It's that Bugolovi as you're coming from Shell Village Mall. You just go straight there.
So that is Saturday plot.
Yeah, every first Saturday.
Oh, every first Saturday. I thought even tomorrow we have something
no,
taking place.
it's every first Saturday of the month.
Okay.
Then you were talking about partnership, how we have tried to reach out to government. Every time we have an exhibition, I believe in even getting to UNDP. It was through writing. We usually write what you call a proposal. We write proposals to government agencies. We have tried to reach out to the Ministry of Gender and Labour, but that is still pending. And then we have also tried to write to the Minister in charge of youth, but that is also still pending. We have written to so many, but we have not yet been successful. But I welcome the partnership with UBC. It
will be very nice. However, I'm not supposed to be to be promising you a lot.
Yes. So basically, I'll do what the needful that needs to be done and try to reach out to maybe the UBC team and see what we can do with these activities, especially when it comes to September, where we have an exhibition to try and expose some of these activities. Of course, with our partners, WITYZ Fitness Center, they'll be part of all our activities. So in September, we will see and see how it goes.
Okay, we can't wait for that to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, if at all you've just joined UBC TV The Score, it is time for discussing charity through sport. Remember, sport is something very wide, and in studio, I'm with 3 people that are discussing the issue of charity through sport. So if you've just joined us, I'm with Benna, Paul, and Kathy. We're trying to break down what happened earlier in the 2nd edition of the boot camp that they organized, and we thought it wise that we need to give them a chance to come and discuss this with the nation. So before we can call it quits, I want to get back to Paul. Paul, we have a football team here, my brother, and we would love to understand how easy it can be for UBC to come and train probably on a weekly basis.
It is easy, just as long as you people are organized. You say you have a football team. It is easy.
In fact, we have a football team, we have a basketball team, we have a netball team.
Wow.
Yeah, very many disciplines can be handled by the staff right here.
Yeah, it is easy. Me, in a fitness perspective, we have a gym. And then we also decided to put up a football team. And the beauty about it is that we even have a ladies team.
Oh, okay.
We have a men's team. We're organizing, we're trying to work in and out so that we go in all the other aspects like basketball, netball, to see that we're everywhere. This is, it is also a way of making people fit and healthy.
All right.
Yeah.
So how easy is it for us to come and have a chance right there, at least on a weekly basis?
On a weekly basis, I think we can start by you guys versing us. It will be a nice one.
Okay, we come for a friendly?
Yeah, you can come for a friendly. We do some small payments for the venue or the place where we're going to have the game.
No, you'll handle that.
I can handle that.
You will have to handle that. You'll have to handle that. Anyway, Benna, in just a minute, I would love to get your parting shots, and you call out every other company that is out there, every other person you think can be a part of the charity through sport issue, and every other person that would love to work hand in hand with Smuggler's.
Well, Ugandans, fellow Ugandans, first of all, I want to thank the UBC management for inviting us here as Smuggler's, Nimiro, and the Sports Center. We are here today to call upon every Ugandan out there. Smuggler's Nimiro has a vision and a mission to make sure that the underprivileged, those ones who are not looked up to, those ones who don't have what to eat, those ones who lack where to sleep, are catered for. And how are we doing this? We are doing it through promoting a number of promoting sports, culture, and doing all sorts of activities. As we partner with the Sports Center, we urge you all to come and join us. Please, everywhere you are, come and pay our subscription fees. Look up to Smagris Nimiro on our website, socials, Smagris Nimiro. We are ready to make sure that we see a different Uganda today. We always have activities going on, the art and painting, and we urge you all, please come, let us have fun as we are helping those marginalized communities.
All right, back to Kathy. In just a minute, just give us something very small that we feel Ugandans should know about Smagris and how they can join once again. Tell them how they can join, tell them where you are located, and tell them what is good about Smagris.
Yes, so what is good about Smagris is that it is looking at the talent of an individual. So I'm calling upon everyone to join Smagris by paying that subscription fee through our website, www.smagris.org. You go to the shop button and go to the subscription. You can pay in installments. We are found in Kansanga Heritage Village. In Chitalanga, we have a small office there where you can find us, but also you can reach us. You can reach out to us through the WhatsApp button on our websites, where we can be able to answer every question about it. Then what you need to know about Smagris is that an organization that is willing to expose the good about Uganda and the good about Africa. Basically, we are trying to do modernized tourism for Uganda. So I'm calling on all government agencies, the big corporate companies, that is Pepsi, UBC, MTN, Airtel, everyone to join us, because this is a cause that is for the people.
True. And
everyone needs to be part of a cause that is for the people and for the betterment of the people. And I know we can all do this. So basically, I'll be glad to see more people on board, like UBC has now come on board. I want to thank the WITYZ Fitness Center for partnering with us. Oh, my family, not forgetting, actually my family, my mom, my dad, my sisters, those are people that have actually supported my vision from when it started. I know they may be watching. I don't know if they are not there.
What about Cavendish University?
Yeah, Cavendish University taught me how to start charity.
Yeah, but they should also come on board.
Yeah, they should come on board because
a growing idea.
Yeah, it's a growing idea, and that is where I got started from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Ndoripo,
yes,
we
please.
also want to have your last words as we call it quits here. But we also understand that the people out there need to understand how much they can pay for a fitness, probably a fitness moment at WITYZ Fitness Center, because somebody out there would be asking himself, this could be an expensive gym center or a fitness center. Probably people want to come gym for about 5,000 Uganda shillings.
WITYZ Fitness Center is people's gym. It's a people's fitness center. We don't say this class, that class. No, we welcome everybody as long as you have a fitness goal. And our responsibility and duty is to ensure you reach your fitness goal. Because once you come stepping into the gym, you tell us your body goal, you tell us your fitness goal, we help you throughout that journey. WITYZ Fitness Center is located in Boyogere Buto at Allianz Hotel in the basement. So it's accessible, it's just on the roadside. So it's so easy to access. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my clients who have been there supporting me from day one, because without them I would not be sitting here. I mean, how would I sit here? Because it's them that have brought me this far. I also want to take this opportunity to thank my committee that I've stood with throughout this course, the Charity Boot Camp. Those are really good people. They're a big team. We work together from day one. Even when things seem impossible, they could keep on telling us, you know what, we are doing God's work and this is going to happen. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I also want to take this opportunity more to thank all sponsors. I can't mention you all. And the funny bit about this, these were all local sponsors. Sorry to say local, but sponsors at a lower level,
small
at a reachable, small scale. You just reach out to them. You don't need even to write proposals. You just reach out to them in Word. For the few that we wrote our proposals, some didn't turn up, some responded. Thank you so much, guys. That's when we talk about making a difference, the sponsors are the difference. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for making it on time, and thank you for coming to the score. Hope to have you here yet again, as we shall be also coming to be a part of the first Saturday of July.
Okay.
I promise we shall be joining in there. But for you, our dear viewers, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go for a very short break, but in return, we shall be discussing a little bit of the Crested Cranes, who will be in action today in Tanzania at exactly 4 p.m. As we shall also be giving you a hint of what will be taking place at the FIFA Club World Cup in USA, that is the United States of America, which will be kicking off over the weekend. And we have some few football transfers coming for you in the next few. This break, keep it locked.